Hey everybody, Michael Double X the Beast here again for part five of the Shane McClanahan collection. We've seen some pretty incredible stuff, and this video, and especially the one next, have just a continuation of that, and a lot of big cards left to be shown. Uh, most of this video is going to be. Um, 2020 stuff, which is kind of the forgotten year for McClanahan. It's in between 18 when he got drafted and before he, his rookie year of 21. And so there's some prospect stuff in between there and cards that really, don't show up a lot. And then and then I also included 2018 Bowman's Best in there. So in this video, so some huge stuff from his first year as well. So we'll get started. This is I guess something on there right there. It's underneath the thing, but this is from 2020 Bowman Chrome. I think it's actually from Bowman, but then it's the Chrome. But it's a top 100. Bowman Scout's top 100. McClanahan was number 93 overall prospect that year. And this is the green refractor, and you can see it's number 299. And I almost have this full rainbow, but I don't quite have it completed. And here is the atomic. Let me slide that over just a little bit. And that's number 150. And you can see the atomic flakes, if you will. And there's the serial number down there in the bottom right hand corner. And it's not wanting to autofocus for some reason. That's okay. Up next is the gold refractor. And of course, it's number 250. You can see the serial number here in the bottom right hand corner. These cards there's not, they're not anything crazy, but it's a fun little chase. Like I said, in between his first year and when he actually had his rookie year. Here is the orange refractor, and of course, it's numbered to 25. And these are nice looking cards. And it was the only time he made it into the top 100 on the list. He then made his major league debut in the playoffs of 2020, which he's still the first and only pitcher in 100 and whatever years of Major League Baseball to do that. And so coming out in 2021, which he technically was still a prospect, he didn't make the list. And I think it's a lot of people thought he was going to end up being a reliever at that point in time. And that's actually when I started buying him heavy in between his major league debut and to start the season in 2021. I bought him extremely heavy. I was in on him. I just thought, man, this guy's got a chance to be special. And so far so good. He's got two really good seasons under his belt. And here is the red refractor, and this one's numbered 1 of 5. You can see it right there. Of course, very rare. These are very affordable. Nothing crazy about them, and they're like I said, they're kind of a nice stopgap in between. Bowman first cards and rookie cards. It's kind of what you're looking for here. It's just something fun to try to collect. Not as collectible as the others, but still pretty collectible. And then I actually have two of those. So there's the 2 of 5 as well that I picked up. It's not a rookie card. That's just the one touch that I had available at the time. I bought a bunch of rookie card ones. I got them on kind of a clearance deal, and so I've got some prospect cards that are they're labeled rookie card when they're really not. But cool card, and cool to have 2 of the reds. Up next, I'm going to do 2020 Bowman Draft. And I'm going to do all the paper first. And I don't have these in order of the different products because you have first edition and some of the different ones. I've just got them in rarity. And one thing I want you to note when you're looking at these is the paper parallels is how bad the quality control was that year. They are in terrible shape overall. Not all of them, but you can see this one's off centered down to the bottom. Clearly, way more border at the top than there was at the bottom. Not as bad as some of the other ones though. This is a sky blue number to 499, And I've tried to find the highest condition ones. Some of them they don't exist. It's just the way it is. Here comes the just the regular blue paper. You can see this one centering is horrible over here to the left, and that's just extremely common with these for some reason. And this one is serial number is 5 of 150, but you'll notice there's no digits in front of the five. I don't know if they're supposed to be. I really have no clue, but my gut tells me it's just part of the quality control. Up next is the green. The green has centering problems top to bottom, but not as bad as some of the other ones. And this is 54 of 99. Not near as bad as some of the others. And then this one is a gold paper, and it's 6 of 50, and it's not 06 of 50. So maybe that's just how they are. There's something on it right there. Sorry. And look at the centering top to bottom. It's terrible. Terrible centering. And then this is another gold that I have. And this one's centering top to bottom. This one, this time going up, is horrendous. Here's an orange paper, and this one's centering is not as bad as the others for sure. So this is actually one of the better centered ones. 25 of 25 orange paper. And this is pretty cool, and these actually look cool. This is a first edition. You can see right here the first edition logo. It's the first edition, the foil orange. So it has that reflective foil. These actually in hand they look really cool. And then you can see the first edition logo throughout the border. Definitely prefer these over the others. And that's also number 25. It's kind of hard to see. It's 13 of 25. I don't know if you can see the serial number right here. But either way, nice card. And then, fortunately, the condition problems aren't terrible on the 1 of 1. It is off centered up top to bottom. Um, but, this is the black bordered paper 1 of 1. You can see the serial number down there. And I was very happy to grab this. I got this for like $40 or something. It was, cheap, for to me, and for that cool of a card, a prospect card, 1 of 1 of him. And I got this after he was already in the majors. I got this maybe last year or something. So, nothing on the back of these, but like I said, definitely off centered a little bit top to bottom, but not as bad as some of the others. But there's the 1 of 1. Okay, we're gonna move on to the chromes. And I don't have, like I said, I got these in order just by rarity. So you're going to see sapphires mixed with regular and so on and so forth. And this is just a regular base sapphire. And then here is the speckle. And these are not numbered. They are pretty tough though. And I think these are exclusive to the Asia boxes, if I'm right. Or maybe that's the Mojo from different year. I can't remember, but I know these are tough. These are pretty tough to come by. We got one of these. This is a purple, and this is number 250. You can see there down towards the bottom. The chrome quality control is fine. Not problems. It was just the paper. But you can see these look nice. I actually like 2020 Bowman chrome. I think the border colors they like when the light hits them, they have that like lighter color that I like to see, and it looks neat. It gives you like a lot of contrast. And here's the blue number to 150. But I like 2020 a lot. Here is, I think I've got two of these, and these are numbered to 99. And these are like canary sapphires or yellow sapphires, and they look pretty cool. I actually like them. They're not gold. They're more of a yellow, but obviously it looks kind of looks gold. That one's 14 of 99. This one has a bad refractor line going across it. Oh yeah, right there you can kind of see it. Just where the sapphire, probably where the pattern meets. And I think this one does not have it, if I remember right. Yeah, this one's fine. You can tell. This one is 70 of 99. And then here is, I guess I've got two of these. Yeah, got two of these, and these are gold refractors, and this one's a '06. Yeah, '06 of 50. Um, they're on the chrome gold, and then this one's 17 of 50. So tough to beat. Tough to beat. Prospect Bowman chrome gold refractors. And then here is the green sapphire, and this is number 250. And I like how those look too. Took me a while to find one of these. I'd love to have the. I've never seen the one of one from Sapphire from 2020. I'd like to have it. Up next is an orange refractor. Yep. Is that 17? Yeah, 17 of 25 on there on the orange refractor. I picked that up in a big collection with a bunch of other various McClanahans from a guy who got him at a bunch of group breaks in 18, 19, 20, and picked this one up. So this has only been handled by one other person, and so it's in nice shape. I need to grade it. I remember it when I got it in, looking it over, and it's a really nice card. And up next, I got this one in the same collection, and that's an orange sapphire to 25, and it's in great shape too. And it's I think it's 22, yeah, 22 of 25. Those sapphire cards are just tough to beat. And then here is the aqua sapphire, and this is number 220. So I've got the orange is 25, the aqua is to 20. Those things are really cool. And then here is the purple, and this is number to 10. Um, just a beautiful card. I think the purple this particular year just looks great. You can see the all the shine. You can kind of see the serial number there in the middle, 5 of 10. Just a great card. Yet again, it's not a rookie card. I realize that somebody's going to watch the video and be like, "Hey, that's not a rookie card. It's a prospect card." I know. And here is the red sapphire. I got this in this one and the card that I'm fixing to show next. Got these in together from one collector a while back ago, and man, the red just that card's awesome. And of course, it's serial numbered 5 of 5. Beautiful, beautiful card. And then here is the true red that is also 5 of 5. And you can see the serial number on the true red a lot easier than you can the sapphire, just because the reflective surface on the sapphire. But I really like how that looks. That card's awesome too. Like I said, 2020, just these borders are great. I have never seen this Superfractor. One collector told me that he saw it once. Somebody had pulled it. I would love to have it. It's one of those ones that it's not as expensive as his rookie one, or obviously his first. And I would just like it finish out this rainbow. I would also like to have the sapphire 1 of 1. Um, I haven't seen either one of them, so hopefully someday they'll show up. Okay, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna do 2019 and 2020 pro debut. I'm gonna do 2019 pro debut. This is the only card I have from that. So this is the last year that they did not have Chrome cards for pro debut. So there's not, they're not as collectible, just not being Chrome. But I haven't chased all the other parallels. This one's numbered to 10, and I grabbed it a while back ago. I would love to have the 1 of 1. I think it's is a black paper. I think 1 of 1. I would love to have that. Just just haven't seen it yet. But nothing flashy with this. But I like the 2019 tops design, and they kind of incorporated that into pro debut here, and very rare, 1 of 10. Really cool. I actually like that card a lot. It was super cheap. Up next, we're gonna do 2020 Pro Debut, and this is the red. This is the equivalent to the last one I just showed, but for 2020. So 2020 was the first year that for jumbo boxes, um, there's chrome cards in the jumbo boxes for Pro Debut. They had never done that before. It was kind of a change in the format, and they've stuck to that since then. And this is Mr. McClanahan there in his Montgomery Biscuits uniform, as you can see. And so this would have been 2 years after he was drafted. So he was about 22 probably at this time, 23, 22 or 23. 23, I guess he would have been. So, was already a pretty good prospect, obviously. But, you know, the hadn't made his major league debut yet. This came out, I think this product comes out in May. So, there in October, he made his debut a few months after this. So it's numbered to 10, 3 of 10. I knocked over my stand when I was looking at it. Cool card. Very rare. Very, very cheap. Dirt cheap. Stand this back up. Okay, so here's the first of the chromes that I have here. And this is the gold. And the numbering is different on these than it is in regular Topps Chrome. And the gold is over here on this side. So you can kind of see that. And the rest of it's a refractor pattern. And it is number 275 that you can see there. And slide this out of the way. And then here is the orange. You can see over here to the side. And I do not have a red. I need a red. There's one or two other colors I need, maybe. One other color. But there is the 5 of 25. I've obviously got this in a semi-rigid, getting ready to go to get graded. And then I was very fortunate enough to win this auction. I barely won this auction. I thought I bid plenty to win it. This is probably about maybe 3 months ago, 4 months ago, and I didn't think I was going to win it. There at the end, I was terrified. I didn't really know what it would go for, and I was fortunate enough to win it. But it's the 2020, Pro Debut Chrome Superfractor. It's the only Superfractor that I know of that's in his minor league uniform. I don't know of any other ones. I would rather obviously be in his Rays uniform, but I think it's kind of cool it's kind of a unique card. I think, just being in the minors jerseys, especially a cool team name like the Biscuits. I think it's just neat. And they did a good job with the Superfractor finish on these. You can see it looks really cool. The player really stands out. It almost looks three-dimensional in this one compared to the other ones. And that's partly because of the super white jersey that he's in. It just really stands out. And of course, it's a PSA 10. Really doesn't matter the grade on a Superfractor or a 1 of 1, but it's also in the back of your mind. It's also nice just to know, well, it didn't have any flaws. It's essentially considered a 10. It's still in its authenticity guaranteed package. I haven't taken it out, but there's the 1 of 1 stamp right there, and I need to take it out of there. I just haven't done it. And just a really cool card that I was able to add. I think it's just a neat card. It's not, it's not at the top of the list for my collection, but it's probably back into the top 10 or 10 to 15 of my McClanahan collection. So, it's pretty good. Awesome card. Very, very happy about adding it. All right, so last but not least for this video is 2018 Bowman's Best. So this is one of only a handful of products that McClanahan is in from his draft year. And he's in the Rays uniform. It was probably photoshopped or something at the time, but he's in his Rays uniform. And this is what the base auto looks like. So I always tell people, if you want a first-year auto and you don't want to pay Bowman Chrome draft prices, get you one of these. You can get a base auto of this for, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 bucks. They spiked up for a while for $25, $30. I think right now you could probably get one for 15. Being the off season and just the injury that he had, kind of down the stretch. When people thought he was going to win the Cy Young, it was 25 or 30, which is still cheap. I mean, there's prospects now that are in the minors that will never even play a major league game that are twice that. So, still a great bargain. Um, and this is also back when he signed the full signature. And you noticed on some of the autos on the previous videos where it's just the S and the M, just his initials now. And so this is back when he was signing the other one. And I've got a couple of these, and I had some more. I sold some during the season when they kind of peaked up. I sold a bunch of my base stuff and everything. I still have literally thousands of them, boxes full of just base cards, base rookies, base first year stuff. But he does not have a base card in 2018 Bowman's Best. It is just these autos, and they are called Best of 18 autos. Is kind of what the autos are called. But here's the refractor, and the refractors of him, for some reason, they are very short printed. They are supposed to be the second easiest to find. I don't know how many there are, but at times you'll see more green refractor autos, which are numbered to 99, or more golds listed at any time than you will the refractors. And I don't know why that is, but I kind of had to wait around to get a really bold auto. You can see that the auto is bold, um, and as centered as I could get the auto. But I finally found one, and they are identified on the back with the refractor right there at the top, right there by the name. So you do know it's a refractor on the back, but obviously you can tell by the surface. But very cool cards. These are underrated. You can get one of these for, I don't know, 30, 35 bucks maybe, maybe 40 if it's super bold auto, big auto, but very affordable. I mean, it's not bad at all. Here's the green, and I like the color of the green on these. As soon as I saw the first one, listed that when I was looking for one, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like these for sure. And so it's that kind of that lime green color, and you've got this cool background design going on, and it's like planets or something. I don't know what all this is. You see all these little circles and stuff, but the green is probably the color that shows those the best compared to the others. I really like how they look, but this one's 24 of 99. Up next is the gold, and of course it's numbered to 50. And the gold doesn't have is the same gold color and shine as maybe some other Bowman Chrome or some other Topps products, but it's a nice looking card. It's a cheap option too. I mean, I think 75 bucks probably gets you a gold, something like that, which that's not bad for the guy who started the All Star game from his first year. I mean, that's just pretty affordable. And I want to be clear too. I'm not pumping his cards. I'm buying them. I'm not selling anything other than just some of his base cards and stuff. I'll send him to check out my cards, but I'm still buying these. So I'm not trying to pump them to make them more expensive so I can make money or anything. I'm just stating the facts that he's still super cheap, very very cheap. And I get it. He's not in a big market, and a lot of people still don't even know who he is. But if he keeps pitching like he did the last couple of years, his stuff should go up. Up next is an atomic. I like how these look, and I tried to find one where the auto was higher. Obviously, you only got 25 copies, and this was the one I found that was probably the best. I don't know why. I don't know if some of these were the last ones he was signing. He was getting tired of them. Some of the color, but you'll notice in some of the color, they're not as good autos. They're like drooping down a little bit. They're not smeared or anything, but I tried to center all of these cards the best I could. I wanted them up here a little bit farther, and this one is much lower than I would like to have, but still, really cool looking card. And it's numbered 2 of 25. And there is the little flake of the atomic stuff in his name down low. I thought that was a neat little the way they did that. I thought that was really cool, and yeah, just a neat card. Up next is the red, and this is what I was talking about. Some of the cards, the auto is farther down, instead of up higher. I really like the red. The red looks cool too. I think the green still, to me, the green just has the best look to it and probably the best value if you were going to buy one of these. You compare the green even to the red. Some Christmas colors going on right here around Christmas, but the green's awesome, and the red's probably the second best, just in terms of color showing the background and all that stuff. But the reds in this are numbered to 10. This one's 7 of 10. I got this from a big collector, big McClanahan collector off of Macquarie. Got this and a bunch of other stuff, but this was the last card I needed for the refractors. I didn't have a printing plate at the time, but I really wanted all of the refractor autos, and I could not find a red anywhere. It took me, I don't even know, 6 months probably to find one, and finally one day one just pops up in Macquarie, and I think I was able to get this for 125, 150, something like that. Not that bad, and this total rainbow cost me $1,500 probably to do, between everything, something like that, which really is probably not that bad. Um, Here's the printing plate, and this one he signed up a little bit higher. You don't see it maybe drooping down there where those lines are as much. But I'm not a big printing plate person, like in general. And I would have much rather had the black printing plate. This is the magenta one, but that's the only one I've ever seen. I've never seen any of the other ones. So maybe someday I'll be able to add one or two of the others if they ever pop up. They were, they're very cheap, compared to other stuff. That's just a great looking card, great looking 1 of 1, and I was thrilled to add this. This one actually completed the full rainbow. I had everything else. Could not find the printing plate anywhere. And one day I get on eBay and somebody listed it, and I reached out to the guy and sent him a picture of uh, of all my other ones all together, where I was just missing the printing plate, and I said, please don't sell this to anybody else. Let's get the price figured out. And he came back and told me what he wanted for the price, and I got him paid, and the rest is history. And then of course here's the Superfractor. And out of McClanahan's cards, the Bowman's best is from 2018. He has four Superfractors, uh, or three Superfractors, excuse me, four Superfractors in 2018. He has the Bowman Chrome Draft, the non-auto Superfractor. He has the Superfractor Auto. He has the Class of 18 autograph from Bowman Chrome, and he has this one. And so I have two of the four. So if you asked me to rank McClanahan's, cards, you know, all time, out of all of his cards, this is probably third, maybe fourth. It's behind the Bowman Chrome Draft Auto is number one for every player, period. And then the non auto from Bowman Chrome Draft's number two, and this one's probably number three. This one's number three, or his 2021 Bowman Chrome, which I showed in the previous video. So this is one of his best cards ever made. It's also very affordable. I didn't give that much money for it. I bought it before the 2022 season. I bought it like during the off season a year ago, like this time a year ago, and I thought I got it for a good deal at the time. Relatively speaking, I mean, it could still turn out to be a complete bust of every penny I spent on him. Can happen with any player that's currently playing, but I was very fortunate to grab this one when I did. I think it's just a great looking card. I love the auto, I love the full auto. It's the only Superfractor I have with the full auto. I have a couple of other autographed ones, of course, but it's the only one I have with the full auto. It's the only 2018 1 of 1 auto that I have of him. You know, and same story with the pro debut. It's awesome. It's a 10. I really don't care about the grade, but it's awesome knowing that it's not beat up or anything like that. And I got it in great condition, and I get to keep it locked away and just enjoy it for as long as I want to keep it. and that thing's awesome. It's not as shiny as some Superfractors just because they whited out such a huge area here. So, and then you've got this darkness behind it. So it's not the most crazy eye appeal that you see with some, but it's also different. You know, it's much like this last year's Cosmic Chrome or Topps Chrome Black. It's more in that style where you've got some background that kind of takes away from just being a solid sheet of superfractor material, if you will. So I kind of like it. It's different. Definitely enjoy it. It's one of my favorites, and it's one that I don't plan on letting go anytime soon. And I've had people reach out and ask me like, what's my intentions of McClanahan, like to sell him, if he wins a Cy Young or something. The answer is no. I've never collected a player from their rookie year or from the beginning of their career all the way through. And let's just say he plays. Let's say he pitches until he's 40. That's 15 more years. I'm going to be 55 when he's done, and at that point in time, maybe then I make a decision, and I might sell it. I may get tired of collecting it. May want to move on here in a year or two. Who knows? There's no saying. But my intentions when I started buying were not to flip him. If I was going to flip him, it would have been last year during the season when he led Major League Baseball in ERA, WHIP, strikeouts, everything. Going into June, quality starts in a row, everything you could imagine. I would have flipped him then and just taken my profits and ran. Um, but now that his stuff actually came back down, I'm buying again. It's a great time to buy. I have no intentions of selling. So, anyways, that was a long rant there, but it all has to do with the awesomeness of this card and just a great card to get to add. I'm going to slide this over, and I'm going to grab this Pro Debut one. Put it next. These are kind of the two biggest cards from this video, and those are really awesome seeing those together. One from 18 and one from 20, and really appreciate everybody watching this video. I'll be back with the last video, which is part 6, and it will be all nothing but 2018 Bowman draft. There will be nothing else included. Just that. I set one video aside just for that because that's the pinnacle of McClanahan cards. So thanks for watching, and have a good night.